Hello guys, I'd like to share with you something that I experienced personally, and this is strictly my personal experience and my personal opinion, so no whining on this subject. But what I would like to talk today is recently I renewed my plan with my cell phone provider. You know, in Canada, in order to get good deal, you have to sign up for 2 or 3 years and, you know, have to pay them whatever you agreed on. But it's a little bit token of appreciation, they give you a new phone. And I was using iPhone for a long time, but I was reading a lot about Android, so it's much more superior and stuff like this. And so I thought, okay, I'll try it. So when I signed up for my new plan, I got Google Nexus phone. So you can see this is it's a big phone, big screen, and so I was a little bit excited in the beginning, and the end result of 3 weeks experience, I basically got this and switched back to iPhone. Partially because maybe I get used to it, but there's a few things that really drive me nuts with Android, or specifically Nexus phone. And I think that anybody, you guys who get lured into getting this model, which is you can hear on the radio like non-stop. There's a few things to consider. First of all, it's a lot of like boasting about, oh, this has such a big screen, so cool and everything. Well, that's true. It's really cool to play, I don't know, like Angry Birds on it. Screen is big, and it's almost like a tablet, so it's fantastic. But keep that in mind that when you go somewhere and you need to shovel this phone in your pocket, you need pretty big pockets. So I mostly kept it, thanks God it's winter now, so I have my jacket on, so I primarily kept it in my big pockets on my jacket. But like for the summertime, that's maybe not the best thing. The second thing that was really driving me nuts, this phone has absolutely worse speakers. You have one little shitty beeper on the bottom of the back of the phone. You can't hear nothing. I miss like tons of calls you never know when call you who's not. So I don't know what's going on, but the speaker quality of this phone not that great. So camera is excellent. I would say that pictures that I did with this phone was pretty much on par with the point and shoot cam. Both macro and like panoramic pictures is very excellent. So for this purpose it's pretty cool. But overall I would say interface was a little bit weird, but eventually I guess I could get to it, but I think it's a little bit over engineered. So for any of you guys who are like over 40 like myself, you might find it a little bit challenging to get into it. And I'm techie guy too. I was in software business as well for some time, so like I'm not a complete noob, but I found this a little bit over complicated for my personal taste. So I know a lot of people are screaming right now, like spitting into the screen, talking about like, oh, like Apple whatever bullshit, and Android is a god. But seriously, this is a little bit big phone with poor speaker. So if that's something that not important for you and just one big screen, go ahead. But myself, I just, in spite of, I didn't plan to spend any more money, especially before Christmas, but I just figured out that I can't really use this. So I get much smaller phone. It's much easier to put in your pocket. Interface for me is much easier, maybe because I get used to it again, but speaker is much louder, and I already spent a lot of time and money on applications, so I already have a full of the stuff in it anyways. And so this is the two phones that pretty much competing each other. I understand that the Galaxy, whatever 3, whatever the 4, whatever the latest, is probably even more advanced, but I think conceptually from the simple user experience, this will be very similar, because form factor is this. And this is not as cool as people try to put in your head when you listen on advertising. They actually got me, and the result, I have to spend extra money on a new phone. So that's, guys, my personal experience, and well, feel free to use it or say it's mean nothing and just do whatever you want. All right, see you soon.